Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to On a Mission. I'm Emily May, and I have Melanie here with me. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. How's it going, Mission Pro Wrestling fam? We have a lot going on with Mission Pro Wrestling, a lot of stuff that we're going to be dropping this week. Aside from our amazing January 29th show and all the match cards that are dropping, we got so many announcements coming up. Mission Pro is definitely going to be busy in the year 2022, Emily.
I know. Are you? I'm ready. I think I got some rest. I hope you got some rest as well because 2022 is going to be wild. And I know we're going to change up today a little bit. Tonight's On a Mission. Yes, we have some amazing fans and friends in the chat. Yes, all aboard, everyone. The Crazy Train, January 29th. So we're going to change it up a little bit for tonight. We have some awesome sponsors that are going to come on as guests tonight, and so we're gonna chat with them a little bit. But Melanie, I didn't know if you wanted to. Oh,
there it goes. Sorry, guys. I'm on my cell. I'm actually on location because you know me, I never stay in one place. So I'm on my cell. If you guys don't know about San Antonio, I'm on the outskirts of San Antonio. So I'm in the country, a little bit of the developed country of San Antonio. So, bear with me, guys, as I get my bearings over here. But I might come in and out. I apologize for that right now, though.
That's all right. I know you're always on the move, always on, somewhere fun, right?
Always.
So, Melanie, do we want to just start off with some announcements? I know we're looking for amazing sponsors for the upcoming show on January 29th and future shows. If you're interested, you can email missionprowrestling@gmail.com. We have incredible sponsorship family with some incredible perks that you can be involved in and a part of and receive as a sponsor.
And not just that, when you email Mission Pro Wrestling, you're talking to me, guys. It's talking to me directly. You're not talking to somebody else who's monitoring the emails. You're talking to either myself or you're talking to the woman herself, Thunder Rosa. So we take care of all the sponsorships. We take care of you guys because we know that people who sponsor us, whether it's a small amount or a bigger amount, you guys mean so much to Mission Pro because you guys help keep the show going. And there was somebody who, there was actually a couple of questions about sponsorship and especially about wrestler sponsorships. When you guys sponsor a wrestler, that money goes directly to them. It's not, we always and will forever pay them. That money will go towards flight. That money will go, extra money maybe into their pocket, but that money does go towards them, guys. So don't think that is our way of trying to get out of something. No. We have obligations to them. We will always pay them. That money will help go towards lodging, food, flight, which, especially now during the time of COVID, flights have gotten so expensive. So if, we take any and all help, especially when it comes to travel, because we know people want to travel. We know that it can get expensive, and you guys know that too. So we appreciate everybody's help, especially on that bit. Mm-hmm. So we turn nobody away. We appreciate it all, guys. We really do.
Yeah, we really do. And also, if you if you see an incredible match that we announce and you want to sponsor that match, you can sponsor a championship match. There's so many ways to get involved, not just sponsoring wrestlers to come and be a part of the Mission Pro shows, but you can be a year-long sponsor. And I know we have special turnbuckle sponsors, and we have ring skirt sponsors, and so there's incredible ways for you all to get involved. And we're one big family, and we all are working towards the same mission.
There's a lot happening, guys. So guys, get your calendars out. I'm going to drop some more dates for you. So
yes.
After January 29th, Mission Pro will be back in Conroe March 5th, guys. March 5th. Mark your calendars. Mission Pro will be back, okay? And also make sure you're watching the socials because we are about to drop the full 2022 calendar because not only will we be back in Conroe for the full year, we are adding 3 more dates for San Antonio.
Three.
3 days
Three.
for San Antonio. So we're going to be in San Antonio. Are y'all ready? Okay. Here we go. Whew. April 16th, April 16th, 2022, we will be in San Antonio. August 20th and December 10th, we will be in San Antonio. Those 3 dates. Ooh, 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 ooh. So make sure you're paying attention to our socials because our tickets are going to go up a little bit more. Like we're going to start putting them up more ahead of time so you guys have the chance to buy them and stuff like that. And remember, VIP tickets will always get free merch of our choice. We make different merch for every show. VIP tickets also get an autographed poster for the show. And of course, you get ringside seats to all the action. Um, I mean, that in itself is amazing because you guys know that Mission Pro is all action and it is all about the fun. So make sure you guys are writing those dates down. If you're in or around the San Antonio area, those are our dates. If you're in and around the Conroe area, March 5th is our next date. But we will be dropping some more dates later, guys. So make sure you're paying attention to the socials. Remember, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Pew pew pew.
Yes, follow. We are almost, Melanie, we are almost at 10,000 followers on Twitter. So we're almost there. So you guys share the love. Tell everyone to follow Mission Pro Wrestling on all of our socials. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get those notifications because we're always putting, in 2022, we're going to have so much content out there. Yeah, we have some amazing people in Pennsylvania. We have Iowa, Egypt.
Hello from Egypt. Hello to Egypt, I mean. um, if you are in or around Oklahoma, June 25th, Mission Pro will be at the Oklahoma Comic Con. So you guys get to see us. I believe Thunder Rosa will be having a signing there as well. So not only will you have a chance to get to meet Thunder Rosa and at her signing, but we will also be having the Mission Pro show at the Oklahoma Comic Con. So on June 25th. So be on the lookout for that. There's already a lot of things dropping, like Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there. Jason, the Green Power Ranger, is going to be there, which I don't know about y'all, but he was like my favorite when Power Rangers came out. So right next to the Pink Ranger, though. She was had to be like at least one or two. But Tommy and her were the best.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for a lot of places. Thunder Rosa. Yes, Thunder Rosa and
Rosa
Mission
is
Pro Wrestling are
everywhere.
gonna
She is
pop up.
everywhere. So
She's everywhere too. But make sure you're paying attention to see where Mission Pro is gonna be popping up because this year is gonna be like the Where's Waldo of Mission Pro Wrestling because you're gonna be like, where are they next and where are they? So pay attention to our socials. A lot of things going on, a lot of places we're going to pop up, but we're definitely heading back to Oklahoma because a lot of people asked for it. So we made some plans to go back June 25th. So be on the lookout for the Comic-Con out there, guys. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm a big comic book nerd. Are you? I'm a big nerd. So I love it. I'm going to have so much fun at the Comic-Con. I don't know about
are you going to get lost, Melanie? Am I going to have to come go find you? I'm going to have to be like, Melanie, you got to.
I think you're going to hear me from all the bags of like Funko Pops I'm going to be getting and art and just hear me like fangirl out. So I don't think you're going to be able to lose me at all. It's going to be fun.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm a big Doctor Who fan. So y'all, if anybody from Doctor Who is at this Comic Con, I may not even be at the Mission Pro show. I'm going to be like,
okay. If you did cosplay, what would you do?
Oh my gosh. If I did cosplay, Doctor Who for sure.
Okay.
Definitely. Definitely, Doctor. I might just have to do cosplay for that show. I feel like it needs to be said that we should do cosplay. Yeah. My favorite Doctor, oh my goodness, David Tennant for sure. Number 10. David Tennant, Doctor number 10 is my favorite. Yeah. Right after Capaldi. Capaldi is probably my second, then Baker. I mean, this conversation's gonna go on a tangent.
I know. I was like, Melanie, we're losing.
We're losing it.
But so Mindrunner says you're legit, which is true. So other things that are legit are our sponsors. I know we've talked about them, and they're so wonderful. So we're switching up a little bit. We're gonna have to have Raylan on another episode of On a Mission. She couldn't make it tonight, but I want to bring on some special sponsors. From we have Front Row and Tony Justice from Nation's Corner, who have been fabulous sponsors and friends of Mission Pro. And so I'm going to bring them on. We're going to just chat with them, and maybe they have some cosplay characters that they want to dress up as. I
think definitely one of them should dress up as Thunder Rosa. Come on, guys.
Hey guys, welcome.
What's going on?
Good evening. Okay,
Good
Melanie,
evening, guys.
I have to take you to task. Doctor Who's not a character. It's the Doctor.
It's a doctor, but I mean, they switch him up. So I mean, every single one is a different character.
And how great would it be for you to cosplay as Missy, as the Master?
Oh my God, that woman is the best ever. I mean, that actress, I can't think of her name right now. I can't think of her name right now, but
Gomez.
yeah,
Her name's Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez.
Yeah.
I have loved her since, and this is going to be dating me, and this also shows you what a big like Anglophile I am. But I love her from Green Wing. If you guys have never seen the show Green Wing, go check it out. It's hilarious. It's romantic. It is so Anyway, another tangent I could go out on.
Thank you guys for having us on tonight. We're super happy to be here. We're very, very proud sponsors of Mission Pro. So this is pretty cool for us.
Yes, it is.
And not only that, but Nation's Corner has decided to be a turnbuckle sponsor as well, which we really appreciate. Those are actually being made and hopefully will be at the show this January 29th show. So you guys get to see in full glory the Nation's Corner turnbuckle.
Cool.
Nice. Well, thank you for the opportunity. It's pretty cool. We always tell people when we talk, Mission Pro, that the Mission Pro family has brought us in and made us feel, is included as part of the family, which is pretty awesome.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate you guys.
Yes,
it's a lot. It's a lot to sponsor, and it's also a lot that, and we appreciate it. And it's also a lot that you guys come to the shows. You guys, come out of your way because you guys aren't close.
No, I'm in. Tony is. He's in Texas, but I'm in Charlotte. We have people. Trenda came from California. We had Miami. We had our last group. I think there was 6 different states represented. So, yeah, but you guys put on such a good show, and the audience and the experience is just well worth the effort to make the trip.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours north in Palestine, Texas. That's where I'm at. So I'm looking to be there this upcoming show. I'm a truck driver, of course, so I'm leaving out in the morning, and then I'm looking to be back that weekend, so I should be able to be there.
Oh wow, you're hauling in, and then you're hauling it to Mission Pro.
I'm hauling ass to Conroe.
That's amazing. You can bring people with you.
I try. Garza and his wife, they're always there also, and Sea to Shine and Sea, Garza was cosplaying. If you want to talk about cosplay, Garza had his face painted up like thunder. So that was pretty cool.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was great. I love it when people come in the full makeup. I mean, we've had Genocide, we've had Holodead, we've had Thunder Rosas. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to see people get into it. And I love our audience because our audience, our crowd always has just a great vibe to it. From the moment everybody starts walking in, it's like they're ready to go. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, they're going from the first match to the last match.
That's the way it should be.
I mean, it also helps we're in a brewery, right, guys?
Yeah. They're part of the audience too. The brewery is.
Yeah. They really are. They're out there. They got their own seats. They buy tickets out there too, so they're not just as soon as they're done upstairs in the brewery, they come straight down.
Yeah, I met the manager of the brewery the last time I was there at Sea to Shine and Sea, and he invited me to come up to watch the Cowboys game with him the next day at the brewery. And I can't remember who they were playing. I think the Broncos. And I just couldn't make it because I had to get back to Palestine. But that was awesome. I mean, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, they really are. It's a great group of guys. I mean, when you can go to work and then come home with like a case or two of beer, that's a good weekend.
That's a good time. That's a good time.
Best friends at that point.
Yeah, as soon as we met him, he gave us all his beer. I was like, dude, did we just become best friends? What's going on?
Yep.
I know. Melanie and I were like, I don't think we're leaving here.
As we loaded all the beer into Thunder Rosa's car, she's like, "You're not taking any?" And I was like, "I thought I did take some." I mean, the back of her trunk was full, and she was like, "No, you need to come by later on this week. You're getting some of it." I was like, "Okay." And when she said getting some of it, I think I came home with like 5 more cases. And my husband's like, "Where did you go?" I was like, "Thunder Rosa's house."
Wow.
He's like, "What happened?"
Yeah, she gave me specific instructions to try her brew the next time I'm there, and I'm going to do it.
Oh, you have to.
It's delicious.
It's so good. Those guys are great. They really pull out all the stops for the fans and for the crowd and for the sponsors and for Mission Pro. They're really appreciative. We're really appreciative to be there too. It's a great space, and it's such a cool looking venue to look at when you on Title Match Network. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I mean, the cans, the on the pallets, it's the background. It's the perfect backdrop. I mean, who wouldn't want beer cans as a backdrop? Come on.
I know.
It's a great one for sure. So you guys, you're making the trek down to Conroe, Texas, for the next show. Are you guys getting like amped up? I know you guys are so vocal on social media and Twitter talking about what's happening. I know we've announced some matches. What are you guys looking forward to on January 29th?
I'm just looking forward to because every time I come to a Mission Pro show, it's just electric for me. Getting to see everyone and just to take part in the crowd and be as loud as I can. I mean, it's awesome. And again, I mean, coming up in a few weeks, on the Crazy Train. So I can't wait. I'm ready to get aboard. I'm just looking forward to seeing everybody again. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we were talking to Brian and Thunder about is that Mission Pro has become this destination where the cards are always great. So you always know that you're going to have a good time, and it's going to be, bangers on bangers, as Holiday would say. So it's almost like the brand itself now is just drawing people in, and you're going to have that home crowd that's going to come no matter what. And every show on social media, there's people saying, "I wish I was there. I really wish I was in the room." And you're creating this electric, fun energy. Even from back to Locked and Loaded, we were there, with Thunder and LaGreca and Melanie. We were there in Greensboro when it was 250,000 degrees. Yep. But nobody complained. Everybody was just having fun. The audience, everybody was just having a blast. Yeah. So this week, actually, Tony and Deb and I did our top 5 and top 10 moments of the year on our show. And one of my favorite moments of the year was the Renegade Twins winning, the inaugural Mission Pro tag team titles. So anytime they step in the ring to defend those titles, I'm 100% invested. So they're absolutely looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah.
How amazing is it, though? How amazing is it? Some of the young talent that we've had on our show. And you see them showcase now on TV, and you see them showcase on the larger scales. Like even, you've seen tryouts for bigger shows or bigger companies, and you've seen some of our younger talent. It's amazing. That's the quality of talent. That's the caliber of talent that Mission Pro has on our show, that they're being looked at in other ways. I think that's a testament to the roster Mission Pro has. It
is, and you guys have created this a reputation for bringing quality, respectful people to the bigger shows. JP Harlow is just on Dark Elevation, had a match with Andrade. Andrade is a big match, so obviously they had some faith in the teachings from you guys and the experience that he's had there to bring him on. And who knows, maybe we'll see more of him in AEW down the road. But yeah, I mean, so many Mission Pro talents, whether you're whether they're regulars or just people who have visited once or twice, are all on the big stages right now, and it's super exciting.
It's so nice.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, being able to go to the Mission Pro shows that I have gone to, and getting to meet Genocide and getting to have conversations with her, and then to see her, at other places such as the NWA, getting to see her and her remember me from Mission Pro. It's just amazing. Genocide is one of the gems that y'all have on the roster there at Mission Pro.
Absolutely. I totally agree. She's really found her footing with Mission Pro, and she's definitely become a staple in the Mission Pro roster. I mean, she's just man, her and Kylan Kylan King, they're just powerhouse in the ring. Holiday, La Rosa Negra, they're gonna meet up this next show.
Mm-hmm.
They're so amazing in the ring that I'm surprised that they just haven't been snatched up yet.
Right.
Because they're every time they hit the ring, every time they hit the curtain, it's about to go down. It's about to hit the fan, because they're gonna bring it 100%.
Oh yeah. The match that I saw live at Keep 'em Talking last year, Holiday and Genocide, that was a standing room only match. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the greatest matches that I've seen in all of last year. And I'm just saying, it was awesome.
Yeah. That was definitely Holiday started her Bangers on Bangers tour that night. I mean, ever since that night, she was like reinvigorated. She's been killing it everywhere. MLW, ROH, you name it. She's there and gives it 110%. Now, would I ever want to get into the ring with her? No, absolutely not.
Did you? I'm sure you all saw, but you saw Holiday's promo on socials, and like how do you all feel about that? Because she like addressed everyone. She like brought some fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Holiday is sort of taking that approach, like a take no prisoners. Like 2022 is going to be her year, and nobody's safe. That's sort of what she wasn't just like, okay, this one match is what I'm focusing on. She's like, everybody's on notice.
Yeah.
And I was nervous, and I'm not even facing her. So
I think we're all a little nervous.
Yeah. Well, he got to interview her at Locked and Loaded before the show. And I mean, that was just an amazing interview. I had to leave at that point. I had to go pick up some friends, but he was interviewing Holiday, and she of course in Holiday fashion, it was just a great interview. So, but yeah, Holiday, I love her take no prisoners, take no shiznit attitude. So, yeah,
oh, absolutely. And once again, to the fan who brought her a bayonet before the match, why? Why? Who brings Holiday a bayonet? And then she comes to the back. She unsheathes it, and she's like, somebody brought me a knife. And I'm like, what? What? And she's like, can I take it out to the ring with me? And I'm like, you're not gonna hurt anybody with it, right? And she just kind of looks at me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away. I was like a kid yelling for mom. I was like, thunder.
Yeah.
I was like, Melody.
You can't rely on Thunder's judgment, because she just brought claws to the ring last week. So,
yeah, exactly.
Which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah. No, you can't rely on Thunder either. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away. You guys do what you need to do. And of course, she came out with it. You guys can go back. Everybody can go back and take a look. She came out with it. She unsheathed it, and the ref just goes, I think it was like 2 inches from my face when she opened it. I was like, oh. You just see the ref kind of like take a step back and go, that's a real knife. That wasn't. Like, that's not a gimmick knife, y'all.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, Mind Runner has it right. It's better to be on the side of Holiday than in her path.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I'm not going to be the one to tell her no. You want to take a bayonet to the to the ring? Who am I to say no?
Right. Exactly.
That wasn't y'all guys, right? I'm making sure that wasn't y'all guys.
No.
I know you guys didn't do that, right? Yeah.
No,
not me.
No, but it's funny because you mentioned earlier, the talent that's come through Mission Pro and the folks that have evolved. And one of the people that's really struck me as having one of the biggest evolutions is Rasheed. When we first saw her, she was sort of new to the scene and had, a lot of personality, a lot of energy, but her matches, she was getting beat up a lot, right? So, and over the last year and really towards the end of this year, I see her in there becoming a more fierce, more focused competitor. And I'm really excited to see what she's going to do this coming year.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Bougie Kana, she calls herself the Bougie Kana, the Rasheed Chanel. I love her so much. She's got new merch out, guys, if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, go check out new merch. And you don't know what's going to come out of that bag either.
I know. She's got that fashion bag. She's got her designer boot to the corner, which I don't know about y'all, but every time she hits that designer boot in the corner, I pop for it. It's just so good. That running boot to the corner is it's so good. And she just knocks them out every time. It's like puts a little X on the face. Just gets them.
My favorite Rasheed Chanel moment was at the end of the pay-per-view after Thunder and Allison Kay had that match in the steel cage.
Oh.
And there's that melee. And there's Rasheed Chanel brushing Genocide's hair.
Yes.
And it was one of those iconic images that should be on t-shirts everywhere.
Absolutely. She was like, I don't have a dog in this race. She was, I don't know. She's going to come out here and she's going to do her own thing, which is what Rasheed Chanel does.
But she was like the meme with the dog and the fire everywhere. She's like, whatever.
Yes, exactly. She's like, not my monkey, not my circus. I don't know. She's like, everything's fine. It's good. As everybody fights around her.
Right.
I love it. I do have to say, like one of mine that we've seen that evolved over time since her first match at Mission Pro, which I believe was with Holodead, is definitely Jasmine Allure. She's definitely had this arc to where, same thing. She was losing. She was on a losing streak. But man, did she come back tougher, badder, stronger, and of course with the aid of the Renegade Twins, and they formed this faction that it just seemed to dominate. But man, her attitude is just. Is it championship material? Is it? I mean, technically, she was a champion for like 5 minutes before Holiday.
She was a former champion, even for the short amount of time.
How do you guys feel about this story or this arc that Jasmine's been on? This winning streak now. Ish streak.
It's been interesting because, Jasmine said that she didn't need the Renegade Twins' help, right? And then she sent them away. And then in the post-match stuff and things that we saw on social media, and I think on this show, Renegade Twins said, no, we're good. We're good with Jasmine. We still have her back. And I don't trust that. Like, I don't really think, I'm really not sure that they do. And I'm going to be interested to see what happens, at Crazy Train.
Yeah.
I think that Jasmine's definitely going to be watching to see what happens in that match. Yeah.
Jasmine, she has definitely got that heel personality down. I mean, she is constantly, if it's on the mic or off the mic, talking trash to the fans at ringside. She's definitely got that character down, and I love to see her in the ring. She's definitely a great competitor in the ring. And I'm interested to see, like Front Row said, what lies for her in the future between them and the Renegade Twins. That's a perfect match, in my opinion, that faction. That's just a perfect match for all their attitudes because the Renegade Twins are just as good at talking trash, too. So it's good to see.
Jasmine was definitely, when she came in, she was one of the smaller competitors at Mission Pro, but man, she's become tiny but mighty. I think that her personality is so larger than life, but she's now been upping her game so much that she definitely backs it up. She's definitely backing up her talk. Definitely putting in the work at the gym, putting in the work in the ring, and you can see it every time she hits the squared circle.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, question from the chat. Will the Renegades stay loyal to her, or will they move on? Will Jasmine turn on them?
I think that's a great question. I will say this: the Renegades will stay loyal to her until they won't. I mean, they're gonna do whatever they can to up their ante in whatever situation they need her for. But I mean, it lays the groundwork for later on. I mean, if there is a split, I mean, we're gonna be there to see it. I mean, it's gonna be, great. We'll just tune in and find out. Let's just say that. Let's tune in and find out.
Yeah.
Well, and the Renegades have been defending their titles in other places. They've been getting a lot of steam behind them, and will that result in an ego? Are they going to feel like they're too big for anybody to help them? Do they not need the help? It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
that's true.
Speaking of that, there's another title that's going on the line at Mission Pro, and that's the CCW title that Kylan King holds. She's going to be defending it on January 29th. Now we've got another title holder in the picture. It's not the Mission Pro title, it is the CCW, but now, when you have another champion at a show, even if it's not the champion of that promotion, are we talking a clash of egos? Because you got Holiday, you got the Twins. The Twins hold the title at both CCW and Mission Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have Kylan come in with her belt. Is that more ego, or Kylan's such a sweetheart anyway, but I mean, it's got to come with a little bit of I don't know.
That's a lot.
I feel like it's got to come in with a little bit of an attitude, right? I mean, now you got two champions in a locker room.
A little bit of spice. It's got to come with a little bit of spice.
That's what I think too. I think that I'm curious to see how that kind of comes together, because I mean, sometimes there's only one champion for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're talking to and the Renegade Twins, like I said, they're tag team champs at both companies. So it'd be interesting to see if something develops, who do they back?
Right.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing for a champion, right? A championship brings with it equity. And if you are a champion holding a title, there's a certain amount of ego, a certain amount of confidence that comes with being a title holder.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see, how that plays out defending a title across promotions. I will say that it's very, very cool to see, because Thunder and you guys, the whole team has worked so hard to elevate women's wrestling, and to see women defending titles across promotions just points to this big network and community of women's wrestling. And it's really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And I think it also shows that they don't just want to be champions. They want to be fighting champions. Mm-hmm. And how can you deny that? How can you deny the chance to defend your title, whether it be at one promotion or another? I love the companies working together. CCW has been amazing. I'm just hoping we see Holiday over there defending the championship. Hey, let her fight.
Sure.
She's good at it. That's for damn sure.
She's very good at it. She wants bangers on bangers. Hey, let her fight. I want to see the Mission Pro belt defended more places as well. Absolutely.
I agree, but on Holiday's behalf, right? The championship is defined by the quality of the competitors and the people who contest for the title. So if I'm Holiday, I want people to step up, prove that you're worthy to fight for this title, because the Mission Pro title is the big title. And I think she needs to make sure that only highest quality competitors will challenge for that title. So it's good. That's what's going to really interest me going into 2022. Who's going to step up and who's going to be worthy, to make that request of the champ.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Kayla Sparks is in the chat.
We love Kayla.
Kayla was getting some love in the chat earlier, and she's excited to see this cross belt promotion happening.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it when promotions can work together and they can, because it works out for both the wrestler and for the champions as well, because you never know who's going to show up, You never know who they're going to defend against. You know, you never know what could happen.
And that's the interesting part about it. You never know.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what's so exciting about the next show in 2022 for Mission Pro Wrestling is anything can happen.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that Tony can tell you too, because our group has toured all over the country and visited promotions and shows all over the place. I think we've been to, what do we say, like 15 different gatherings this year. Mm-hmm. And everyone we talk to is excited about Mission Pro, from the wrestlers to the fans. You know, we spoke to Medusa in Atlanta, who was just effusive and excited to hear that we were part of Mission Pro and just about what you guys are building there. So you've generated such a buzz about Mission Pro that people really want to be here, whether it's a fan, a sponsor, or a talent to come in and test their mettle against some of the best in the world.
Yeah, Mission Pro has definitely kept them talking, like the pay-per-view back in June. You have definitely kept them talking, and that's amazing. And I'm interested to see what 2022 is going to bring for Mission Pro. So I'm on board. Let's freaking go.
I know. I was telling Emily, I decided to name this show Crazy Train, because that's what this is. This is what this year is starting as. It's the beginning of a long trek through 2022. We have a lot of dates lined up, and we have even more coming. And it's just the start of this whole crazy 2022 crazy train of Mission Pro Wrestling. And it's like, all aboard, get on, because you do not want to miss a moment of the action, because I feel like there's stuff up Thunder's sleeve for this year that she hasn't even dropped yet. And I'm just waiting on pins and needles for her to tell me. But because every day is just something new. So that's what we tell everybody. You got to watch out for the socials, because you never know what's going to happen. Her and Brian are scheming behind the scenes. Awesome. You guys know how it is. You guys know how it is.
Always something. Always up to something.
Well, if you guys are the train, we're happy to be the caboose as long as we're along for the ride.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much fun. It's just Mission Pro Wrestling in general is so much fun, and I hope we guys always show how much fun it is, because I mean, from the locker rooms to the front, when you guys are doing meet and greets and stuff like that, I feel like there's such an energy with Mission Pro, and we hope it comes across, because it's a great place to be. There's no egos. Well, with Jasmine might be the exception, but in general, there's no egos. There's no prima donnas. It's everybody working together to put on a great show for Mission Pro Wrestling. And I think you guys have been there like late at night when I don't touch the ring, because I have no idea. Besides like rolling up the mat, I have no idea how to take that thing apart or put it together. But the wrestlers do, and they're always all hands on deck. To put it together and to tear it apart. And as soon as the show's over, they're always all hands on deck too, to put the chairs away. And I think you guys are attesting to see how hardworking our roster is.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're inspiring. I think we saw Dave LaGreca putting chairs away at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always put that guy to work.
Even after he gets speared through cans.
That was an amazing.
I have one of those cans.
Right there.
Oh, you do? You kept it. Nice.
I do. Dave signed it for me.
Oh,
nice.
I just got to get Thunder to sign it at some point. But she's like all over the place. I can never catch up with her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm surprised more people didn't take cans. It would have saved me, Emily, and the hybrid crew a bunch of time.
How long did it take to clean that up? We're like cans and more cans.
Cans upon cans. There were plenty of them.
There were plenty of cans. And the sound they made, I was like, wow, that is loud. Who knew cans were so loud, guys?
Yeah, that was an awesome sight to be there live for.
Yeah.
There was a fan that took fan footage right near where that happened, and it was so loud. it was just this like avalanche, almost like a waterfall crashing sound. I'm like, that's amazing. It was just amazing to see. We were watching on the pay-per-view, but you guys got to be there live.
Yeah, it was the sound of the cans plus his sound that he made when he was legit. Like, oh my god! Oh, I mean that it made that whole video, and it was awesome. And I'm curious to see how many views that thing has, because that was an amazing video from that.
Yeah, it was funny. People were freaked out because there's like, we're not supposed to touch cans. Like, we try to be very respectful of the brewery and how they have it all set up, and we're very like thoughtful about all that, how that happens. And so there was a freak out moment of all those cans getting destroyed.
Oh yeah.
We had to reassure everyone.
Yeah.
We had to reassure everyone that it's okay.
Yeah.
And we cleaned them up. We promised, guys. We cleaned them up.
Yep. It was awesome.
But it's been a great. So, what has been your top 2021 moment of Mission Pro so far? I know you were saying the match between Holiday and Genocide was a great match, but what has been the moment you're like, this is amazing?
Yeah.
So we actually talked about this, and Tony, I want you to go first, but we removed Thunder and La Greca from this because they had some great moments, but they were not pure Mission Pro moments.
Right.
So, Tony, what was yours?
Well, I'd already mentioned the Holiday and Genocide, but I can back that up. Another great moment for 2021 that didn't involve La Greca and Thunder was La Rosa Negra and Masha Slamovich at Keep 'Em Talking. That match was amazing, and that was standing room only too. That match, oh my god, that match when La Rosa speared or did the dive onto Masha in the crowd, that I was like, oh, because I wasn't on that side, I was over to the right of that, but oh my god, it looked good, and I'm sure those fans will never forget that moment that were there.
Those crowds were so loud during that match. I remember like my ears hurt after. Like it just echoed. Like, I don't know if you guys have that moment after a show where you just like have the calm after and you're just kind of like taking it all in. And I remember that match, like, oh man, everyone was talking about it and it was just like, it like reverberated in my in my mind. It was just so, the fans just loved that one. Yeah. That's a good one.
It's that moment where you're at the end of the party and someone turns off the music and you go, I don't want to go home yet. I don't want to go
like, wait, why are you stopping the party?
But there was a lot of big moments, match moments. But for me, I think one of the most emotional moments was seeing Thunder and Baby D, and then seeing Baby D's return against Nyla Rose. Like, I thought that was so cool and so unexpected to see someone with a big name, like Nyla come in and see Baby return. That was a huge surprise. We just figured it would be someone else that was already advertised on the card. So I thought that moment was really emotional for her to have a second retirement match was really cool. But for me, yes.
And in jeans and tennies, I was like, Baby D, what are you doing? Don't you be volunteering for stuff like that? What are you doing? You're in the ring.
And shout out to Baby D and Nyla Rose on the taco vlog today. I just watched that a couple hours ago, man. The taco vlogs are great. So make sure you go check out Thunder's taco vlog. But for me, the moment was, and it was during the match, was Holodead and Genocide, the first one at Locked and Loaded. And we were seated pretty close to the ring, with Mark Henry and then the Busted Open people. And just to be a fan and see them enjoy that match, and to see, if you've never been to a Genocide or a Holodead match or seen them together, they are the hardest hitting people I have ever seen live. Like, those chop night is a real thing, people.
Yes.
Like, it's no joke. So to be there and see that match and experience it and take it all in was really cool. They went up on the stage and they were over by the bar, and it was the moment of of experiencing the whole thing was really cool.
Yeah, I think my favorite moment of the match is when I think Holodead and Genocide are sitting in the chairs, and I think if they just boom kick each other out of the chair. Like, what is going on? I was like, oh my god, we've lost control of this match. It's off the rails. They're in the hatchet area. I was like, please tell me all the hatchets are
gone. My gosh.
Nobody held it a hatchet, please. No, it's okay. She just used the target for genocide's face. It was fine.
Usually,
the
usually
bell,
genocide is the one that targets everyone, and then
they were using the bell. The bell ringer like took off because they were using the bell. They were using the stage. The DJ was scared. I was like, I'm scared for you, girl. It was a great match. They did great, and just the fact that I think that was also the day of the big. Is that the day of also the big thunderstorm?
Yes.
Yes.
It was. So the floor was wet, and we're like, oh my gosh, somebody's gonna slide. Fans are gonna like slide away. Someone's gonna slip. It was crazy. I don't think people realize that floor was slick.
And we Melanie, you're underselling it. It was biblical proportions. It was biblical rain.
Biblical.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Like it was like flash flooding. Like it was not your normal, like a little rain.
I was waiting for Noah's Ark to pull up in the parking lot.
Seriously, I don't think people realize like all of a sudden like the show started and the clouds parted for like the 3 hours we were there. It was like, wait, it stopped raining? Yeah. Hurry up, let's go. And then like poor Brian, his shoes were soaked because he was there trying to push all the water out from under the ring. And then there was shot back, like wet backs trying to soak, vacuum up water. His shoes were soaked. Everybody was kind of like soaked. I brought an extra pair of shoes and socks just in case. But the bottom of my jeans, I forgot to bring another pair of clothes. So bottom of my jeans were wet. That felt great all night, let me tell you. It was so just afterwards we can laugh about it, but when we're trying to start the show, we're just like, okay, please nobody get electrocuted. Yeah. Everything is wet.
Yeah, when you're in the moment. You're in the moment, it's not fun, but then you look back and you're like, this is a funny tale to tell later.
It was fun. And I have to thank you guys for, making talent available for us to do interviews, but where we were seated was pretty far away from where the rain was, but the wind was blowing it in. So one of our guys, Hijacker Mike, was standing over the laptop trying to protect it from the rain while we were doing interviews. And the rain was so loud. I was sitting next to La Rosa Negra. I couldn't hear what she was saying, and I was 2 feet away from her.
Yeah.
But the other thing people need to understand, and this is just pulling the curtain back a little bit, the whole time there was a little table with some nachos on it. And every couple of minutes, Brian or Thunder would come by and take a nacho, and then they go back and do some more work. And then like 5 minutes later, somebody would buzz by and get a nacho. I don't think they ate the whole day except for like 4 or 5 nachos.
I think we try and put a salad with chicken in front of Thunder's face, and it's like eating on the go. It's eating on the go, and then she's like, okay. And then once she puts it down, that's it. The salad's done. But you got to like kind of hold it for her and put it in her hand.
Yeah, and you guys too. You guys put in show day is insane for you. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, y'all are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we appreciate that.
It's a full team, and I think we all try to get each other to eat something like Sour Patch Kids or something.
First they're sweet.
Yeah.
Ryan Romano will send something interesting next time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Just something to like keep us energized. But usually like, having any type of production day, you're gonna be like, that's the adrenaline you need to keep going. And once the show starts, I know like we're all in our zone trying to get things going.
Absolutely. Granola bars, Ryan. No more Sour Patch Kids. Granola bars.
Healthy snacks. Trail mix, something.
Granola bars. That's what I'm saying. I should like Mission Pro needs to buy stock in granola bars with the amount of granola bars and protein bars I buy. Seriously, because I mean, those are the most easiest, compact, most nutritious snacks. So Ryan Romano, if you're watching, I'm just giving you a little.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a little hint. Well, obvious hint.
or Bucky's gift cards, right?
Bucky's gift cards, exactly.
What do you call the things at the concerts where the artists have a list that they have to have met, or they
a writer?
Oh, the writers.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, your tech writer. We need to add that to our tech writer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, if I could find a sponsor for granola bars, we'd be set because, we already have our sponsor for coffee, Kayfabe Coffee, which I appreciate them. They sent me a whole box of coffee already for Conroe. So we're all set. Coffee and granola bars, that fuels our soul. especially on show day. Coffee and granola bars, I'm telling you. It's amazing. Things get so hectic, but as long as you have those two things, all is right in the world. And then of course we're at a brewery, so
yeah,
they'll help us out with the Dave LaGreca Daddy Soda.
oh yeah, you can't go wrong.
Can I just put one thing out in the universe?
Absolutely.
And you mentioned it early. You talked about, cross promotional. And man, I know the Renegade Twins touched on this in their interview here, but the Renegade Twins versus the Hex in 2022, please someone make that happen, because I need to see that match.
Put it out into the universe.
Put it out into the universe.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh my goodness.
That's definitely a dream match for them as well, I believe.
Yeah.
They've been, already putting together matches they want as well. Like I know they want to just defend anywhere and everywhere, and I don't blame them. They're young, they're ready to go. They got 2 belts under their, they got 2 belts to defend.
Yeah, they're fired up. They want to add like 2 to 3 more belts to that collection.
They want to be belt collectors too.
Belt collectors, there we go.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Let everybody know where they can find you. I'll let you go first.
So I am PW Front Row on the Twitters, and our show account is at Nation's Corner.
And you can find me at Tony Justice AJFA, and if you're a Metallica fan, you know what that AJFA means. On Twitter and Instagram, same thing.
I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. We're happy to have you, and thank you again for being a wonderful sponsor and partner.
Of course, anytime. Thank y'all so much.
Yep. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. And thank you guys for everybody tuning in and staying up with us. I know you guys were, some of you guys were probably disappointed that Raylene was not here. Unfortunately, she's feeling a little under the weather. But she's up where is it snowing where she's at right now? I think she might be. So she's a little under the weather right now, but we're wishing her a big and speedy recovery, so she can come back on with us. I think that we're going to be dropping some news before we head out. Kind of big news. I think maybe. As you guys know, there's a big show the weekend of April 2nd in Dallas, Texas. It takes over the whole city of Dallas and Arlington. And we just want to let you guys know that Mission Pro will be there in some capacity. I'm not going to let everything out of the bag yet, just Emily. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I would go check out what's going to be in Dallas, Texas that weekend. Mission Pro will be there. We will have a show there. But pay attention to our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I am on TikTok, so maybe I'll be dropping stuff on TikTok. You can look at me, TCBTX _ photography. Yeah, I got a TikTok.
Melody, you're on TikTok? I'm going on right now.
I've been on TikTok for a year under the radar because honestly, guys, my TikTok is all food. That's all it is. I look for recipes and people cooking.
Well, Melody,
and wrestling with unicorns.
My TikTok is just my cats. So there you go.
There you go.
Awesome. Any other announcements, Melanie, before we sign off? And
just be looking, like I said, be paying attention to our socials. We're gonna be dropping the dates for Conroe and San Antonio. Probably tomorrow. Gonna get those graphics out, and we're gonna be looking for sponsors. We're gonna try and get our spots filled for the year, guys, because sponsorship is so important. I've mentioned it before. It helps with travel. It helps with food. It helps with Airbnbs. It helps with so much, keeping our costs down so we can travel. And
yes.
to you guys. So San Antonio, Conroe shows all about to drop. June 25th will be at the Oklahoma Comic-Con. So maybe come and cosplay with us. That would be fun.
Yes. Dress up as your favorite character. Have some fun with us. And so again, email missionprowrestling@gmail.com for sponsorships, tiers and information. Follow us on all of our socials. and keep up to date. New dates are going to be dropping if you didn't catch it all tonight. It's going to be a really exciting year for Mission Pro Wrestling, and get on that crazy train because it's going to be a wild ride. Melanie, where can people follow you on socials?
Guys, you can follow me on Facebook at TCBTX Melanie, which is right here in the corner. You can also follow me on Instagram at TCBTX_photography. And you can also follow me on Twitter at TCBINLA, TCB in LA. Go for it, Emily.
Amazing. So you can follow me on all social platforms at Emily May Heller. I'm all over the place, so go check it out. Thank you all so much for joining us again every Tuesday, our Mission Pro family for On a Mission. We will see you next week with a special guest. And yeah, remember, subscribe, like, follow Mission Pro channels because that is where all the news is going to go. Thank you again. Thanks, Melanie, for hopping on, and on Nation's Corner for joining us. We will see you next week.
Good night, guys.
Good night.